Hey, dear readers, this is Harriman coming at you with tons of helpful info about revising your book. I am assuming that you are listening having already watched my blog on how to write a first draft. If you have already got your first draft down, then give yourself a huge pat on the back, because this is where a lot of people just freeze up and are afraid that because there's a first draft, because the first draft is bad, and they're all bad. Secret. Then the end product will be bad. And this is hilarious. Okay, nothing could be further from the truth. A first draft is just that. It is a start. And nobody knows that better than my little garden gnome here. I just think he's so cute. And I have another one like in my built-in bookshelves. When I saw the built-in bookshelves on this apartment, I knew that this was home. I seriously did. I was like, it's a sign. Oh, seriously. And I just like to collect cute and whimsical things. I believe that, and I'll do a separate vlog on this, so don't worry about remembering anything. But, I believe that professional thinkers need to, we need to take good care of our brains and cultivate, healthful thinking habits. And so one of the ways that I do this is by, just doing something, not really growing up, okay? Like doing something that is, very kid-like, and I know. So here I am, I have my blind woman glasses, and I have my silky silver, I don't know what this is. What should we call this? Should we call it I guess it's just a robe, I suppose. And I really like it. I can't show it to you because it would require major reconfiguration of how I'm sitting. But there's also like a little fringe at the bottom of this. So I adore it. I love it. Okay. So one of the things I do to keep my mind fresh and productive is to just, do kid stuff. And another thing I do, I try to do something different every day. So I just got back. I suddenly realized how crazy I look on camera. That doesn't matter. I mean, I am crazy, and that is why I'm a great writer. It's no secret with my family. They're like, she's crazy. But I have a lot of life experience, so I always will tell people in my family, X or Y is going to happen. They'll be like, yeah, sure, meh. But I have a lot of life experience. And so, sure enough, what I said was going to happen will happen. And I always say, I only say it once. And it's the same with you guys out there. I'm only going to say it once to you all. And that's, I told you so. Okay? And then I never say it again. So at least I'm quite confident that at least some of the things I am telling you about writing is true. And so perhaps you can tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong in what follows. So remembering writers always help each other. As we proceed through this chat on revision. Perhaps you can, uh, perhaps you can post your own comments below as to what you think helps you when revising a doc. Okay? So, because as I've said before, and it definitely bears saying again, I am not the possessor of any single one objective truth. I only know my subjective experience, and so hence, I'm telling you the truth as I have experienced it. Okay, so let us, now that we've gotten rid of our customary digression at the start of the vlog, I am going to resume and talk about why I said earlier that it was so hilarious that you think that because your first draft is bad, that is all going to be bad. No. Your draft is a first draft is just that. It's a beginning. In fact, I used to ask my Greek professor, Dr. Tim Long at Indiana University, Bloomington, how he calculated our grades. And he would always say, I give you impressionistic grades. Thanks, Dr. Long. Due to the good professor, I can now say that is how I get my first draft done. My first drafts are entirely impressionistic. I might write down a bit of dialogue. I might write down a feeling. A lot of times I'll write down what need to accomplish and whatnot. And so, my first drafts are, you would die if you saw how, you really would. You clutch your middle and just keel over, because my first drafts are just all over the place. That is the sound of Peaky. Now he's being silent. Whew, okay. So, your next question might very well be, how many drafts will you need? Probably a lot to start. And then, as you get better and have more practice, you will need fewer drafts. My mentor, Kate Collins, is on the New York Times Global list. And I always say she truly does. She knows everything there is to know about writing. And if she tells me something, I'm like, that must be correct. She told me a while ago that she only needed 3 drafts from start to finish to create a novel. And, woo! I don't know if there's, there's no way. I mean, me with my background in editing, I'll take anywhere from, not that I've never counted. I've never counted how many drafts, but easy 10 to 30. 10 to 30 drafts until I'm satisfied with a manuscript. Remembering, of course, that we don't call it a book until it's published, right? Until then, we'll just say it's a manuscript or it's a document, okay? All right. And it's the same way with author. Until you have published a book, you are a writer, with all due respect. Authors are people who have published books. Now, the more you know. So this brings us to another question. How do you know if you are done revising? that question reminds me of something Betty Gehring, a docent at the fabulous art museum at Valparaiso University, used to tell me when she was giving my classes tours. She was told that Picasso was once asked how he knew if his work was done. He said that his work was done when it was finished in the minds and emotions of the viewer. Now, I know Picasso, the artist, the second most Picasso in the world. Clearly, the most important Picasso is my cat. So the second most important Picasso in the world, I know he wasn't exactly the world's greatest guy, but he does bring up a point for any artist. You, all of you out there. We have to be constantly thinking about what our psychological needs are and what our readers' psychological needs are. In fact, if you continually ask this question, it's generally what will haul you out of what some people call a writer's block. Although, again, I'll tell you in a different vlog why there is no such thing as writer's block. Okay, we're going to do a whole vlog just on that.